How many times have you found yourself waiting for something that seemed never to come? The feeling of being stuck between waiting and fulfillment can be exhausting, can't it? But what you might not know is that there's a powerful key, a hidden secret in the scriptures that can completely change this experience. Thanking God before seeing the answer is more than just an act of faith. It is a declaration of unwavering trust. Does it sound strange? Counterintuitive? Know this. This practice has the power to transform not only your expectations but also your entire spiritual journey. Imagine waking up every day with the certainty that regardless of the circumstances, your faith is enough to move mountains. Imagine feeling a peace so deep that nothing can shake your spirit. This peace begins when you choose to trust God before seeing the outcome. Want to find out how this simple gesture can change your life? Let's dive into this spiritual mystery together and understand the true power of thanking before the blessings arrive. Thanking God in advance is like planting seeds in fertile soil, trusting that even before seeing the sprouts, the harvest will be abundant. Giving thanks before receiving blessings is a bold act of faith, demonstrating deep trust in His character and promises. Imagine a farmer tending to the soil and waiting patiently for the rain, knowing that growth will come in due time. Such gratitude does not depend on what the eyes see, but on what the heart believes. Every time we thank God for what we have yet to see, we strengthen the roots of our faith. The Bible teaches us in Hebrews 11:1 that faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. This practice of thanking before seeing is a statement to the spiritual world that our trust is in something far greater than ourselves. Just as C.S. Lewis explores in Mere Christianity, true faith is sustained even when there is no visible proof of its immediate reward. Gratitude in advance is like a song sung in the dark, believing that the light will come. It is an act that disarms fear, bringing forth the certainty that God is in control. Think of how the protagonist in The Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan faces challenges on his journey with courage, even without seeing the final destination. In the same way, by giving thanks before seeing, the Christian prepares their heart to recognize blessings in all their forms. This type of gratitude opens the door to a deeper relationship with God, making every day an opportunity to trust more fully in His goodness. When Jesus taught us in Mark 11:24 to pray with faith and believe that we have already received what we ask for, He invited us to a radical practice of trust. By thanking in advance, we declare that God is enough, regardless of our circumstances. There is a secret to thanking before seeing. It creates an environment where God's blessings can flourish. Gratitude connects us with the heart of God and makes us sensitive to His movements in every detail of our lives. It helps us see beyond the visible and trust in His ways. Like a sailing boat guided by an invisible wind, the believer is led by this bold faith into deeper waters of spirituality. As this practice becomes a habit, faith grows stronger and gratitude becomes second nature. Each day brings new opportunities to thank before seeing, and every act of gratitude paves the way for a more robust and unshakable faith. And in this constant growth, the heart is ready to explore how faith is cultivated daily. Cultivating unshakable faith is like tending to a secret garden, where every seed represents a promise from God. Thanking God in advance acts as the water that nourishes these seeds, promoting steady and resilient growth. Each expression of gratitude is like a ray of sunshine nurturing the plant of faith, allowing it to thrive even when the soil seems dry. When one chooses to thank before seeing, they create space for a deeper and more vibrant relationship with the Creator. This forward-looking gratitude challenges the heart to trust God in unexpected ways, strengthening confidence in what is unseen. Just like the traveler in John Bunyan's The Pilgrim's Progress, who continues his journey towards the unknown, guided by the promise of a safe destination, the believer also learns to walk by faith, even without knowing what lies ahead. Each act of gratitude becomes a step towards a divine purpose, reinforcing the certainty that God is in control. As one cultivates this practice, they discover that gratitude is more than a feeling. It is an active decision to trust God. In moments of uncertainty, thanking before the answer appears is like lighting a candle in a dark room, bringing light where there was once shadow. Every thank you offered in advance declares that God's goodness is greater than any challenge, that His promises are true and trustworthy. Unshakable faith is not built overnight. It is the result of a constant practice of gratitude. As Isaiah 40:31 teaches us, those who wait upon the Lord will renew their strength, and the Christian who thanks God in advance finds renewed strength to face every challenge. Gratitude becomes an anchor that keeps the heart steady, even when the waves of life threaten stability. The more this practice takes root, the more the believer realizes that God's blessings come in various forms and times. Gratitude transforms one's way of seeing the world, opening their eyes to hidden opportunities in the most unexpected situations. The act of thanking before seeing is preparation of the heart's soil to receive God's promises, turning every moment into a chance for growth in faith. And so, as gratitude becomes a natural response, the believer draws closer to understanding divine timing, learning to embrace the wait as an opportunity to strengthen their trust in God even more. Embracing divine timing means accepting that God knows the exact moment for every blessing to manifest. Sometimes God's timing doesn't seem to align with ours, but it is precisely in this interval that He works silently, preparing everything for the best outcome. The believer is invited to trust not only in the destination, but also in the journey, knowing that the Lord works behind the scenes of life. As Isaiah 40:31 reminds us, those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. Thus, waiting on God becomes an inexhaustible source of renewal and hope. This waiting is like the time it takes for wine to mature. Patience is required to achieve the perfect flavor. In The Power of Prayer, Stormy Omartian emphasizes that often the greatest miracle happens while we wait for God's answer. In these moments, we learn to recognize that every second of waiting is an opportunity for spiritual growth, a chance to become stronger, more patient, and more attuned to the divine will. Waiting on God's timing is like adjusting the sail of a boat on the open sea. Even without seeing the shore, the sailor trusts the invisible wind that leads them toward their destination. Waiting is an invitation to absolute trust, the certainty that God is never late, and that His promises are fulfilled at the perfect moment. This is the time to refine faith, deepen the relationship with the Creator, and recognize His presence in every detail of the journey. When the believer chooses to embrace divine timing, they learn to see beauty in the waiting. Instead of restlessness, there is a peace that comes from the certainty that God is at work. Jesus, in His moments of prayer, also waited for the right time for every action, demonstrating that even the Son of God needed the Father's perfect timing. This waiting is not a void, but a space filled with possibilities for growth and transformation. Divine timing teaches us to trust more deeply, to listen more attentively, and to act more wisely. It is in this time of apparent silence that the Lord speaks to the heart, shaping it to His will. When one understands that every delay has a greater purpose, anxiety dissipates, and the believer begins to experience the peace that surpasses all understanding. God's timing is always perfect, even when it seems delayed. And as we learn to wait with faith and gratitude, we begin to see how gratitude itself becomes a powerful force, capable of transforming hearts, minds, and even circumstances. Gratitude is a force that can change perspectives and transform lives, shifting the focus from worries to the goodness of God. Thanking God in advance is a practice that transcends circumstances, bringing peace to the heart and strengthening faith. When a believer chooses to express gratitude even before seeing the answer, they release a spiritual power that transforms the environment around them. It is like lighting a candle in the midst of darkness, illuminating the path to new possibilities. Gratitude not only benefits the spirit, but also has an impact on the mind and body. Studies suggest that people who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of anxiety and stress. In Mere Christianity, C.S. Lewis suggests that gratitude is a profound recognition of God's greatness and a form of worship that elevates the soul. Every act of thanksgiving is a step towards a closer and deeper relationship with the Creator, and a practice that opens space for daily miracles. Gratitude changes the way the believer views life, bringing new meaning to both the small and great things. When one gives thanks for what has not yet happened, the heart opens up to the unexpected and the surprising. As stated in Mark 11:24, "Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours." Gratitude makes this belief a tangible reality, transforming both the inner and outer worlds of those who practice it. Expressing gratitude before seeing blessings manifest is an act of bold and confident faith. It attracts God's favor and creates a fertile environment for His promises to come to pass. By practicing daily gratitude, the Christian realigns their life with the divine will and experiences a renewed sense of peace and contentment. Gratitude is like a sweet fragrance rising to the heavens, pleasing God's heart and bringing unexpected answers. The more the believer develops this practice, the more they become aware of both the blessings already present and those yet to come. Gratitude strengthens the spirit, helping it to face life's storms with courage and calmness. It shifts the focus from what is lacking to what has already been given, opening doors for continuous spiritual growth. It is in this state of gratitude that the heart becomes ready to discover the impact of morning prayers and trust in God. And so, by diving into the power of gratitude, the heart becomes more receptive, more thankful, and more prepared to embrace the blessings that God's timing will bring. After exploring the power of thanking God before receiving His blessings, it's impossible not to feel the call to apply this transformative practice in your life. What do you need to place in God's hands today? What worries can you turn into advanced gratitude? It's not just about waiting passively, but about strengthening your faith and opening the way for God's divine purpose to manifest in surprising ways. So why not start right now? Make the decision to live this journey of bold faith, cultivating a gratitude that transcends circumstances. Feel the relief of handing over your anxieties to God, knowing that He has a perfect plan. How about sharing this walk with others? Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and join us in this continuous journey of spiritual growth. Let's discover together the transformative power of faith in action.